Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hello, how are we? Transfers everywhere. Oh, I wish my team were active. Oh, I do, but this isn't about my team. This is about all teams. This is about all teams, isn't it? And let's have a look, shall we? And as you come in through the front door, as you would wipe your feet, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get this show on the road, shall we? And let's get this show towards the 19,000 people. That's where we're heading for the subscribers. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. That's where we're heading with the subscribers, but we're slowly trickling there. What have we got today? João Pedro. Suddenly, Newcastle want him. Chelsea want him. Who else wants João Pedro? Why do they want him? How good is he? How good a footballer is João Pedro? We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Itakura. Clubs want Itakura. Darwin Núñez is wanted by Napoli, who are also, they've just put in a bid for Matt O'Reilly of Brighton. It's all happening now. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the front door went, and when the front door goes, yap. You know, they're like guard dogs, but just rubbish ones that want to say hello to everyone who comes through the front door. And we're going to talk about this one as well. Diamonde to Palace. Talks have opened officially, according to Fabrizio Romano. You know, when you sit there and you think, how are Crystal Palace in talks with players like Diamonde? Why aren't we in talks with players like Diamonde? And if anyone hasn't seen him play, a very, very good centre-half. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are, to Adiz. Big up to you. Big up to Dean Law. Big up to Mark Taylor. I won't do this for everyone. Big up to Finn, Paul Watkins, Marios, Jack, Deacon. The Deaconator is in the house. Craig Lee, Luke Sculthorpe, Lee Enigma. Loads and loads of you joining. Smash the like button as you come in, and let's get moving. Let's have a look, shall we? I think when we first do these, the first port of call, it's normally going to be Fabrizio Romano. Hello, why are you home from work at 5 p.m? Half a day? She's giving me the look. Half a day. Imagine getting in from work at 5 p.m. Some of us are going to be streaming tonight until 10. A real day's work. 5 p.m, these office people. 5 p.m. I don't know. Anyway, where I was before I got the look. Any of you that are married, you know the look. Big up to each and every one of you. Angus is in the house. Angus looks like Zubimendi. We'll talk about him. Looks like Zubimendi is done. Nico Williams, is that done? Florian Wirtz is in the UK. It looks like that is done. So we'll go through all of these. Craig saying he wanted Diamonde over Guehi. Well, it looks like Diamonde is going to be, I think, the replacement for Guehi at Crystal Palace, but a really good player. Afternoon to Rob Welsh. Big up to Curly Norman, Gary Officer. Can you all see and hear me? What on earth happened? Yes, I thought that would happen. No, my wife did not cut the internet off because of what I just said. No, she didn't. Oh, dearie me. You can all see me. I suddenly had that ring, you know, the ring of death. I think that people used to get it on, like, was it Xboxes or PlayStation? It just suddenly went all black, my screen, with a white ring of death. Yeah, let's just blame the wife. It's all her fault. Anyway, big up to each and every one of you. Please do smash the like button. Please subscribe. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's see what our man Fabrizio Romano is bringing to the party, shall we? Let's just Fabrizio Romano, Mr. Transfers. There you go. An exclusive story confirmed that Carlos Cuesta, hang on, I should probably move myself to the side. Carlos Cuesta signs as the new Parma head coach until June 2027 with an option of one more season. I haven't frozen again. No, I haven't. Harvey, don't lie. I have not frozen again. Everybody, can you confirm? Harvey, we don't do that lying stuff over here. Can you confirm? Someone can confirm you there? Can someone confirm you can see me? I haven't frozen my end. My internet is 100% and fine. All good now. Yeah, please don't. Okay. I haven't frozen again. Not frozen. Good. Okay. Someone always has to be a funny guy, don't they? Always has to be a funny guy. Let's move down towards some players, shall we? Now, this is an interesting one, isn't it? Napoli are in negotiations with everyone, basically, aren't they? They've already bought in. They've already bought in Kevin De Bruyne. It looks like they're going in for Matt O'Reilly. We'll get to in a minute. I'm missing one other. They've signed another player as well. And now you can see here that they're in talks with Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, obviously brother of the other Milinkovic-Savic, who's currently the goalkeeper of Torino. So it looks like Napoli are trying to get Milinkovic-Savic for 18 million euros. I've seen him play. He's a good goalkeeper. Obviously, goalkeeper for the national side as well. And it looks like Napoli are making moves. They done well. They kept Antonio Conte. Why my video's frozen your end? Your face is frozen, camera frozen. What is going on here? What is going on here? You can still hear me, but my video's frozen. Froze. I don't know what's going on here. Face is frozen. You're frozen. Oh, gosh. 1 second. Are we back? Are we back? Some people saying that my face was frozen. Might be a good thing for some of you. It's showing everything is 100% on my end. Showing my camera's working fine. It's showing that my sound's better. Okay, let's present my screen again. There we go. There we go. And let me remove myself to the side again. We'll finally get there in a minute. Do a full reboot on your system if that happens again. Yeah, Phil, I'll do a full reboot on my system and lose all my stream. No. Let me remove this comment. So I'm back. Let's go. So Napoli looks like they're in talks for Torino's Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. As lots of people wanted his brother, didn't they, a few years ago from Lazio, and he went out to Saudi, if I'm not wrong. But decent goalkeeper. Let's see what happens with that one. But Napoli look like they're moving a bit crazy. Now, here is the interesting one. Crystal Palace. They are in talks with Ousmane Diamande. Let's bring him up. Let's have a little look at his details. So Ousmane Diamande. Now, this is a good player. Ousmane Diamond, centre-half for Sporting Lisbon. For me, that would be a real big coup for Crystal Palace to get him over the line. Let's have a look here, shall we? So we know that he plays for the Ivory Coast. He's got 8 caps for the Ivory Coast. He joined Sporting Lisbon in 2022, 2023 for the second half of the season. He's played 101 games for Sporting Lisbon, 6 goals. Obviously, I'm not going to judge him on that. He's a centre-back. 8 caps for Ivory Coast with 1 goal. 2 league championships, 23-24 and 24-25. And in both years that he's been there, in the 2 years he's been there, he's been in the Portugal team, the Primera League Liga Team of the Year, both years. He's at a good age as well, 21. He's got a few years behind him, and Crystal Palace are going to get him, it seems. Now, and they might not. They might not. But this boy's a good player. I've seen him play a number of times at Sporting Lisbon. This boy's a good player and getting better year on year. And for me, this will probably be a replacement for Guehi. Probably. So, like Dan says here, bigger clubs were looking at him. That'll be a good deal for Palace. Fair play to him. Yeah, fair play to him. This is a good player. But when we're saying Rose is Googling him, I would question Danny Rose's knowledge of football if he doesn't know who Ousmane Diamond is. He's a very good player. So let's see. Lots of talks about Scalvini as well, as you've just said, Danny Cush. I think we're going to see a centre-back merry-go-round, and also the striker merry-go-round is all going to kick off very, very soon. And I think it will probably be Marc Guehi. He's got 1 year left on his contract. England's main centre-back. He's going to be wanted by many, many players. And come on, guys. Today, you lot have been really, really tight. You lot have been really, really tight. Hang on, people turn your camera on. People are, when people WhatsApp me when I'm streaming, it's too much. I can't take it all in. You lot have been really tight. Subscribers today. We've had 1 subscriber. This is our second show of the day. 1 subscriber. Smash that button, people. The link, I'm going to put it into the chat right now. There we go. Put it into the chat, and I'm going to pin that as well. Where are we? Boom, boom, boom. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on the chat. Catch up with me. I don't know why my chat hasn't caught up with me. There we go. So I've pinned that message. If anyone would like to subscribe, please do. We're only someone obviously has just unsubscribed because they're very funny. Probably someone like Mappin or something like that. Absolutely Phil to smash the granny out the likes. Come on, help the channel. I'll always give you content, but help the channel. Only 83 likes. So interesting. Keep an eye on this one, people. This is a good centre-half. This is a very good centre-half. For anyone that has not seen him play, I would love Tottenham to sign Diamond. I think every year I watch him, he's getting better and better. He's now got, how many professional seasons has he got under his belt? He's now got 1, 2, 3, 4 professional seasons under his belt. 135 games in all competitions. 101 games he has played for Sporting Lisbon. And it looks like he's going to be going to Crystal Palace. Fair play to them if they get that deal snapped up. That looks like a proper club in the transfer window. Spurs, we need to get our skates on because so far, tell and Dan so. I mean, easy to do because we had bids on, we had loan deals with them. So easy to do. We really, really do need to get going. Big up to Daniel Field. I'm saying lots of things. What are you saying, my man? Big up to you. So let me know your thoughts on Diamond. Good signing for me. Good signing. Big up to Mike Chase. Said, hi guys, just arrived. What situation was there? Eze? There is no situation with Eze. Everyone keeps asking about Eze. There's been no bids. How many centre-backs do I want us to have? I don't know. I like good centre-backs. I've got a feeling Romero could be off. Dragusin's out until what, November, they reckon. Phillips could be on his way. You've got to think about these things. This is what big clubs do. So Sly now, obviously, I know he always comes in with these little sly digs, pardon the pun. No. Again, mapping. I'm going to put you in a timeout. I'm bored of you. I've never said I don't rate Romero. I'm bored of this. If anyone actually listens to what I say about Romero, they'll know exactly what I mean. But people like Mappin come in, they just say stupid shit over and over again. I've timed him out for a little bit. So bored of idiots like that. Anyway, let's get back to transfers. Florian Wirtz and his family on their way to Liverpool today as planned. That was 1 hour ago. We know that he has since landed. So Florian Wirtz is in the UK, ready to sign that bumper deal. Just a little update there that Nico Williams has agreed terms with Barcelona, and now the work is in progress to get it done club to club. And obviously for all of those that are unsure about how transfers work, it's always done agent to player first, then agent and player to club representatives first, then club to club. So it always makes me laugh when I see people say, oh, just bid for him. Doesn't quite work like that. Doesn't work like that. We're somewhat fine with centre-backs given youngsters coming in. Yeah, I just don't want any more youngsters. Listen, if Romero goes, we're going to need a centre-back. Just remember this. Big clubs find ways. Big clubs find ways. Thomas the Frank Engine. So pick up yourself, Sav. Hope you and the family well. All good my end. Big up to you. Glenn said, yes, Sava, you're on form, bro. I'm always on form, my man. I'm always on form. I've done this too many years to not be on form these days. Keep it coming. F the rest. We watch the best. Damn right. Big up to you. And Teddy Klinsman has said, only the real Savasexuals. There's a new one. The Savasexuals. Hit both the like and the subscribe button. Big up to you. Sorry, Sava. In Spain, it does. You just hit the release fee and send it to the Spanish FA, and then it's all done. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true at all. It's not true. Gareth, please, people, please go and do your homework on how football transfers work. You don't just ring up the football club and say, hey, we want this player. You speak to the player and his agent first. Because if the player and the agent have no interest, you would have wasted your time. That's not how it works. Stop. This is not Football Manager, people. Please, there are loads of podcasts on how transfers work. It is not ring up the club and go, we're going to pay the release clause. Oh, go on and have the player. I hate to break it to people. The player has to want the move. I'll break it down for people like Gareth that don't understand. If I want to sign Eze at Tottenham, and I'm Tottenham, I'm a representative of Tottenham. I'm a scout. I'm an intermediary. I ring up Eze's agent. Hey, Tottenham Hotspur here. We're interested in Eze. What's the situation? How many years left on his contract? What's his salary? Does he have any interest in leaving Crystal Palace for Tottenham? Yes, no, maybe. We want a bit of time. We'll come back to you, blah, blah, blah. Agent sits down with the player. Player, yeah, but not sure yet. I'm interested. That's my number one priority. Yeah, I'm interested, but there's other clubs that might be interested, so I'll see, but I'm interested. Right. What would your player want? Okay, the player, he's on 100 grand a week. He's going to want 150 to join. No problem. We can get that done. That's not a problem. What do you think it's going to take for Crystal Palace to sell him? They're probably going to want 65, 70 million. Brilliant. Da-da-da-da-da. Spurs go back, weigh it all up, then put in the bid to make the phone call to Crystal Palace. We want the player. We've been speaking to the player. We want the player. What's it going to take to get this done? Cool. We're not letting him go for 70 million. You've got to pay 70 million, blah, blah, blah. Bids, negotiations, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then you tie up the contract with a player. Then you sign the dot the I's and cross the T's. Now we've got a transfer. So no, Gareth Osborne, you don't just ring up the club. It doesn't matter which country you are in. No, Gareth, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can say you want to disagree with me. I've worked for football clubs. Not how it works. I promise you. Right? That's not how it works. They have to speak to the player first. Watch podcasts on transfers. They will tell you. You speak to the player and the agent first. You don't go to the club first. Yes, you do. Gareth, this is absolutely nonsense, mate. I'm sorry. This is nonsense. I'll tell you what, look on your screen. Nico Williams has agreed terms with Barcelona. Now, the conversations will be club to club. There, that's in Spain. So the conversations have been done between the player and the agent and the club. It's now between the two clubs. Please learn how transfers work. It's so mad how people think you just ring up the club and say, hi, I'd like this player. Does not work like that. It really doesn't work like that. This isn't 1990. Agents run everything. Oh, my God. Bruce David, stop being silly. Stop being silly. If Spurs rang up Vitinha's agent's going to say thanks, but no thanks. Right? Oh, then you pay the release clause if they've got one. Yes, yes. The funny thing is, Angus, what people like Gareth don't understand, right, is imagine I wanted Nico Williams. So I ring up Athletic Bilbao, say, I want Nico Williams. And they'll go, okay, he's got a release clause of 100 million. Cool. I'll pay the 100 million. Nice one. Thanks, Atletico. So, Nico, you're on your way to Tottenham. I don't want to go to Tottenham. What do you mean? You've not spoken to him? No, they've come directly to you. I don't want to join Tottenham. What a waste of everybody's time that was. That is how transfers work. I just can't anymore with these people. It's so mind-numbing. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, I just ring up Bayern and told them Harry needs to be back for the start of the season. Deal done. It's mind-blowing how people don't get it. Mind-blowing. Anyway, so Liverpool remain in the Ekatike race. Interesting. Apparently, they want 80 to 100 million euros for Ekatike. Clubs, yeah, I timed you out, Mapping. I timed you out because you've come back. I unblocked you last week and you just come back and you're being awkward. I'm trying to cultivate a culture over here of grown-ups, right? And people like you just can't be sensible for more than one comment. You can't. You always, it's like I say there's 7 days in a week. You have to have a smart way to, there's actually 8. That's, just watch the show, enjoy, join in with a football chat. Don't have to be awkward at every turn. Nico Williams will come the wage. Nico Williams will come if we pay the wage. Nico Williams has got Bayern Munich and Barcelona after him, mate. He ain't joining Tottenham in any way, shape or form, buddy. He isn't. That's not exactly how it works again. Mood Hoovers. Bang on, Glenn. The Mood Hoovers. For anyone that learned that on this morning's show, Mood Hoovers. There are so many of them. Mapping is one of them. Anyway, Sava, can I come on and cook you? What, like on a barbecue? Sure. Harvey, what do you want to come on and cook me about? Let me know in the chat. You can come on and cook me. You have to have your camera on. And I want to know what you want to cook me on. Brilliant. Why not? Love that. Come on and cook me. Let's see. Honestly, guys, listen. One thing you can give me, I've created a channel. It's never dull over here, is it? It's never dull. And that's what the beauty of interacting with people in the chat. It's very, very funny. Harvey, get yourself on. Listen, maybe he can cook me. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, Harvey. I don't agree when you say, I don't think I did say that. I did. Oh, what are we doing? It's like the local nut house is just like everyone's escaped from the local nut house. And the first thing they found on the internet is my channel. What's going on? What is going on, people? Oh, what are we doing? Open barbecue, Sava, with peppers and grilled onions and garlic by the sound of it. I love it. I love the fact that he said, listen, I don't agree when you say Nico should sign for Tottenham. I'm pretty sure I said the opposite. Nico's not signing for Tottenham. This man's got Bayern Munich and Barcelona bidding for him. Guys, thumbs up if you're having a good laugh. Thumbs up if you're having a good laugh. You've got to laugh at this. Honestly. Anyway, Gyökeres situation being clarified, and Thomas Partey can now leave Arsenal. I think there'll be many suitors after Thomas Partey. It'll be interesting to see where he goes. Apparently, contract talks have completely stopped. Contract talks have completely stopped between Arsenal and Thomas Partey. Big up to the two marks. It's the Cookmeister. I've just seen your WhatsApp, by the way. I'll WhatsApp you back afterwards. Yeah, big up to you, Mark. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Really appreciate you. And Mark will be at the FHTV barbecue on the 19th of July. We'll see you there, my friend. See you there. Paul Pablo said, Sava, most things you say I do agree, but Nico Williams, etc. What is the... I have no idea what that sentence means. I have to say, Sava, most things you say I do agree, but Nico Williams, what is the answer? What is the answer to what? Sorry, what are we saying here? What are we saying here? Anyway, let's get back to our man Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. The next transfer. It looks like Bayer Leverkusen in for Jarell Quansah of Liverpool, which will mean that Liverpool do need to go out and buy a new centre-back, because I make it that they've got Virgil van Dijk, Konate, Joe Gomez, and then after Quansah, I don't know who they've got. So I think they'd have to sell. But it says here, the player has opened doors to joining Leverkusen while clubs are in direct contact. After Wirtz and Frimpong deals completed, Bayer and Liverpool are again negotiating for Quansah. So keep an eye on that one. Jarell Quansah played last night for the under-21s. Got a bit smoked, to be honest, but let's have a look. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Jarell Quansah, but that's an interesting one to keep an eye on. Then Kylian Mbappe has got acute gastronitis, gastroenteritis, however that is pronounced. Let's see. Here we go. So we go. Bayer Leverkusen add Loic Bardet to their shortlist for new centre-back in addition to Jarell Quansah. Bardet appreciated internally, and one more name after contacts for Quansah in separate deal from Florian Wirtz. Now, I'll tell you what's going to be interesting is when you look at it, Liverpool are giving Bayer Leverkusen a summer transfer kitty, aren't they? 100 million, is it 120 million, something like that? They are giving Bayer Leverkusen money to go and spend. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed to see what happens. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Arsenal, the Gooners, them lot down the road. There you go. Here we go. Confirmed on Zubimendi, a very, very good footballer who will add something very different to that Arsenal midfield. Now, it might be that they have Zubimendi instead of Partey, and Zubimendi more of a deep lying number 6, with Rice in the 8 and Odegaard in the 10, depending, obviously, they might buy some other players. But Harvey, you're being silly. Grow up, or we'll just kick you out, mate. I don't need you in here that desperately. Don't worry. So what do we make of it? Romano has said this: Arsenal will pay slightly more than the €60 million release clause as part of the pact with Real Sociedad for Martin Zubimendi deal. The fee will be a bit higher, but allowing payment in installments as clubs share excellent relationship. Here we go. Confirmed. Green tick, padlock. So, looks like Arsenal will be getting Zubimendi over the line very soon. Good signing. Good signing. I can't knock it. I wish I could, but that's a good signing for them. I would love a player like Zubimendi in our midfield. What do you all make of it? Try and leave your Arsenal hate at the door for those Spurs fans. What do you make of this? What do you make of this? Let's have a look. So Zubimendi going to them lot. Let's have a look. Federico Chiesa plans to leave Liverpool and play more this season. Italy head coach Gattuso confirms he must play more. It's important. Our doors are always open, but we want Fede to play on a regular basis. So, yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting. Just to prove to my man Gareth, who didn't know how transfers worked, there you go. Nico Williams and Barca agreed personal terms. That's what happens. They agreed terms first. There you go. Now, let's go back. There was some of the main ones that I wanted to get to. Where are we? Just more confirmation that negotiations between Arsenal and Thomas Partey over a new deal are not advancing. No agreement so far, and now concrete chances to part ways in the coming days. Thomas would be available as a free agent. Now, I'm not saying my team will get him, obviously, for obvious reasons, but for me, that will be a bloody good free transfer. That will be a bloody good free transfer for somebody out there in the market. Where do you think Thomas Partey will end up, people? Let me know in the chat. Where do we think Thomas Partey would end up? Back in Spain? Maybe his first, maybe back maybe to Italy? Don't know. Where do you think he's going to go? Listen, I get it. If they lose Partey, Zubimendi's coming in. I still think they're going to need another central midfielder because one in, one out isn't going to be enough. Some people saying Saudi, some people saying Napoli, others saying Turkey, Bayern Munich from Lord Rodney Trotter. Let's see. Napoli, AC Milan, Leverkusen. Could he be a direct replacement for Granit Xhaka, who looks like he's going to AC Milan? This is what we love about the transfer window. Just constant roundabouts, swings and roundabouts. So that's Thomas Partey. Wasn't my point. Mine was they don't have to speak to the club athlete. Player representatives have to pay the release to La Liga, so Barca might not. No, but that's, Gareth, that's not how transfers work. They've got to speak to the player first. You wouldn't go, as I've said, listen to what I actually said, Gareth. You're now arguing for no reason at all. Listen to what I've said. What I said is 100% correct. Whether you have to pay a release clause at the end or not, you would speak to the player first. Unbelievable. Still going. There you go. Lord Rodney Trotter. It might make sense. Buy and want rid of Paulinho and are skint. It makes sense. It could do. It could do. Very much so. Let's have a look. What else is going on? So before Thomas Partey, Donnarumma. GG Donnarumma. Obviously, Champions League winning goalkeeper for PSG. Donnarumma's camp met with PSG to discuss a new deal at the club. Talks continue as no agreement has been reached yet, but discussions have now restarted. Okay, let me know what you think. Donnarumma, will he stay at PSG? If not, where is Donnarumma going to go? Are you surprised they've let it run down the contract like this? Are we surprised? It's interesting. Donnarumma, I guess he's going to be wanted by many clubs. Maybe Chelsea, maybe Man United. Lots of clubs that need a goalkeeper. Then again, we're hearing that Man United are in for Emi Martinez. So interesting times. Angus has said, watch Man City coming for him. For who? Donnarumma? Are you talking about Donnarumma? Could do. Yeah, he could do. Ryan thinks he stays. Yeah. Would we take another keeper? I mean, we've got about 9 as it is. I think we only get another keeper if Vicario leaves. Good keeper. Yeah, top goalkeeper. It's just whether or not he stays there or not. But Donnarumma for City. Lots of people saying Donnarumma for Manchester City. He must be asking for mad wages. Let's see. Let's see what he's looking at. As we scroll down, more Nico Williams talk, more Florian Wirtz. Where were the ones I wanted to get to? Boca Juniors trying to close in for Leandro Paredes. Johan Boni. Here we go. It's an interesting one. So they've already got Lukaku, but here we go. Napoli are preparing one more round of talks with Darwin Núñez's camp this week to make progress on the deal. Again, as I said, they talked to Darwin Núñez and his people. Notice that doesn't say speaking to Liverpool. They're speaking to Darwin Núñez and his camp. There are more clubs keen also from the Saudi Pro League, but Napoli have been trying for weeks and they're currently still on it. Now, the rumor mill's going to go mad, isn't it? That Darwin Núñez is going to be leaving. Alexander Isak's going to come in. That's going to be another 120, 130 million, you would think. Liverpool pushing out the boat, trying to win the league for a second year in a row, trying to retain it. Darwin Núñez to Napoli. Interesting. Napoli seem to be in for everyone. So that's today. Matt O'Reilly. Darwin Núñez. Milinkovic-Savic, the goalkeeper. Interesting. Are they trying to give him a team that can compete on all fronts? A team that can compete for the Champions League as well? Who knows? Why on earth is that a bit much? Why on earth? He's one of the best strikers in the world. Why would that be too much? That people want 100 million for Sesko and Diakate and Ekatike. Why would that be too much? No, if I'm Newcastle, I'm saying, sure, you can have him, but I want this much. Absolutely. Get what you can. If you sign Matt O'Reilly, Sava, he'd be your best. I'd love Matt O'Reilly if he can keep himself fit, but the bid has gone in to Napoli for 26 million euros, apparently, from Napoli into Brighton. Can't say the bin dippers ain't going for it if they land Isak. Yeah, I don't think they will, but it'll be interesting to see if they do. Do they land Alexander Isak? I'm not so sure they will. I think it's going to be a huge, huge ask to get Alexander Isak out of Newcastle. If they do, fair play to them. That's a big, big ask. Gary Morton Barley said Tottenham Hotspur reportedly willing to outbid both Man U and the Liga Giants Barcelona to sign Vanderson. Yeah, all right. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it. Stanikush, absolutely. It's what he's worth. Again, I don't think football fans engage their brain. Agreed, Stanikush. It's not. It's how much is he worth to Newcastle? How much is Sesko worth to Leipzig? How much money can we get for the footballer? Right? I could have a player who's worth 60 million. If you come in for him and I've got no need to sell him, sure, you can have him. I want 100, but he's not worth 100. All right, don't have him then. That's how life works. That's how football transfers work. Spoon Dangler said Isak isn't leaving Newcastle. I agree. I don't think he will. I agree. I as I said, I think 120 million would be the minimum for him. Giving Newcastle 140 million to them kick on and challenge for the league. That's about as bad a transfer as any team will have ever made. It's the way the world works, right? It's the way the world works. Mainhead has said, need Fab to start dropping transfer news about Spurs. Well, Fabio Paratici doesn't work for Tottenham yet, does he? It's what these clubs can command. Isak isn't proven in Europe like Haaland and Alvarez. It doesn't need to be proven in Europe. Look how good he is. Look, what does that mean? Look how good he is. He's been injured a lot at Brighton, hasn't he? Let's be brutally honest. He's a very good footballer. He's been injured at Brighton. Very, very injured. Mauler has said, win some, lose someone when it comes to kids. Russell Denny was a coot from Chelsea last season. No idea who that is, I'm afraid. League is done if they get Isak. Well, that's what Liverpool will be hoping, right? Liverpool will be hoping that they get Isak. And you'll then have Salah, Isak, and one other. So Gakpo or Diaz. Florian Wirtz in the hole, or Florian Wirtz playing from the left. Frimpong. McAllister. Gravenberch is getting better. So it's all happening, isn't it? There has been any sign from Newcastle Isak camp saying he isn't moving. Listen, I've not seen anything official from anyone that he's going anywhere. But hey, it is what it is. Where are we? Boom, boom, boom. Florian Wirtz, more Florian Wirtz news, more Paredes news. Al Hilal maintain their proposal on the table for Theo Hernandez after the deal collapsed for the Club World Cup window. Discussions will continue as Milan are ready to sell him for circa 30 million euros plus 5 million add-ons. Still depends on Theo Hernandez. Let's get back to 24 hours ago. Arsenal have lost Carlos Cuesta, as we said earlier. Man City won. Benfica on the verge of signing Ahmad Dedic. Let's have a little look at Florian Plettenberg, shall we? Here we go. Florian Plettenberg. So we know about Nico Williams of Barcelona. We know about Florian Wirtz. So landing in Manchester. Yeah, so he's in Manchester. Wirtz landing in Manchester. There you go. Let's see if he's saying anything of note. More Florian Wirtz. Jarell Quansah, we know about that. Doesn't look like Plettenberg is saying too much there. There was one I saw that I wanted to talk about. Where was it? Who said this? Was it Ornstein? Let's have a look at Ornstein. Was it Ornstein? Well, Man City are signing loads of youth players. Miles Lewis Skelly signing a new contract. No, who said this then? I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere. That João Pedro is wanted by both Newcastle and Chelsea. Understand, there you go. Jules Koundé has verbally agreed a new Barcelona contract. Koundé wants to stay. It's been made clear by Hansi Flick. Good player, very good player. Let's see if he said anything else. Willy Bolly signed a new contract at Nottingham Forest, keeping him there for one more year. Where did I see this? I'm not making it up. Somebody sent it to me as well. That was Florian Wirtz, Jamie Gittins. Where did I see it? I definitely saw it. Definitely saw that somebody came in and put the bid, not the bid, sorry. Somebody came in and Chelsea have inquired about João Pedro, but apparently Newcastle have already asked the question about getting him. Bobby Andrews, I agree. I mean, only way we're going to get Vanderson is if one of these leaves, right? I like Vanderson, but it'd be interesting to see what happens. Isak doesn't suit Arsenal's style of play. I don't buy that at all. I think he'd be a brilliant player wherever he goes. Paul has said 150 million, believe Newcastle said. Well, if I'm Newcastle, that's exactly what I'm saying as well. That's exactly what I'm saying as well. Exactly what I'm saying. You want him, you pay for him. If you want him, you pay for him. Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree with you. By the way, your likes today, what's going on, people? The likes are absolutely terrible. You come in, you watch me every day, and then don't smash the like button. 147 likes. We should be smashing that way out of the park by now. Mr. Post Office has said, yes, but if no one wants to make an evaluation, he is worth nothing. So it's not just what he is worth to the selling club. Well, it is if they want to keep him. He stays. Let it sink in. Mr. Post Office, take a couple of seconds. Let it sink in. That's the point. If Newcastle put 150 million on his head, they've done so to warn people away. And if people don't meet that valuation, happy days. If they want to sell him, they'll lower the valuation. Think about it. Yeah. God, imagine we had an Isak. Oh, dearie me. Good evening to Kate. Hope you're well. Absolutely, the transfers will massively heat up. Players will start coming back from their holidays, start getting back to their clubs for pre-season training. It's all going to happen. Stanley Kush just said, Calimundo to Newcastle, they are selling Isak. I reckon 120 will help with the PSR. I'll be gutted if they get Calimundo and we don't. I like him. I really do like him. And thank you to the person that did just subscribe. We're now 6 subscribers away still. Come on, 6 of you to get to 18,600. If you want a gunman, Mateta. Is he at that level? I'm not sure he's at that level for me. Osman. Now, there's an interesting one. Osman. Very, very interesting indeed. It's not just about how much the seller thinks he's worth. If the buyer doesn't value the player that highly, they simply won't buy. Honestly, I think I'm speaking German. I truly do. That's the point. It's worth what the club wants, right? That's my point. If they turn around the club and say, we'll sell you Sesko, but for 80 million, if not, we're keeping him, then they've got what they want, right? If they want to sell him, that's a different story. Yeah, I think City will win it this season. I do. Sava, you seem to be in the I should we only have him on like what? I don't know what that means. I don't know who we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. Was I surprised with Al Hilal? About what? I don't know what that means. Liverpool win the league, add 3 players that walk into their 11. Spurs win the Europa and continue to become interested. FC, the joys. Well, look, I don't expect us to be going for the same players as Liverpool. We won't attract them. But I do take your point. Let's hope that things ramp up now. Frank is in the building. Yeah, we know what's happening. The staff have been sacked. The new ones are in. Let's hope that it all ramps up. No, he's quality. Nah, he's a much better footballer than Kai Havertz. Nah. This guy's quality. This guy's absolutely quality. Big up to Leo. Thank you very much. Good evening to you as well. Thank you to the one person who just subscribed. Come on, people. 5 subscribers away from 18.6. It's like pulling teeth. And can't even get the like button smashed. We're at a stage where no one's hitting the like button and no one's subscribing. It just means I'll do less shows, just so you know. It just means I'll do less shows. No point if we're not growing. Harvey, because you asked so many questions, Harvey, and so many of them are very silly. You still haven't told me why you're going to come on and cook me. What are you going to come on and cook me? Where are we? Newcastle want to rescue Marcus Rashford from his Man United limbo. Let's see. So there's a player in there. There's definitely a player in there with Marcus Rashford for sure. It's just whether or not somebody can get it out of him regularly. And Eddie Howe, I think could. I think Eddie Howe could. Top manager, top coach, good man. Yeah, Chelsea are plotting a swoop to hijack Newcastle's move for João Pedro. Sun Sport revealed talks have begun between the Magpies and Brighton over a 60 million deal for the Brazilian forward. Could be interesting. Maybe he plays off the right. Isak through the middle. Gordon through the left. Could be interesting. Could be very, very interesting. Let's see what happens on that front. Mapping. Give it a rest. This is what I mean. Your last 7 comments have all been about Isak in the Champions League being proven. All right. We get it. I don't know. I saw it. Someone sent it to me. If I showed you my WhatsApp images, the number I get sent is just absolutely mad. The market decides. I don't know what that means, but okay. Gooner mentality. I don't know what that means either. Okay. Yeah, we need to get going. We need to start making things happen. We need players out. We need players in. Window opened 3 days ago, but we need to start making moves. Any thoughts on Man City potentially getting Dexter Oliver from our academy? Not really. Not really. It's Man City, isn't it? If you got the pull, you got the pull. It's just the way it works. Yeah, so I'm not surprised in any way, shape, or form. My man Martin out there in Spain, big up to you, my man. I'm guessing you've got nice weather. We've got lovely weather today, so hopefully you have as well. Yes, which the buying club are happy walk away if they don't value him. That let it sink in, Sarah. Then he eventually go free like Trent. No, Mr. Post Office. I'd love someone like this to come on. They don't get it. That wasn't the point. People aren't magic microphone. My point is, if a club like Newcastle, right, don't want to sell Isak, right, they are going to whack a massive price on his head, right, because they don't want to sell, right? When you're talking about eventually letting people like Trent go for free, that's down to the club to manage that as the contract runs out. This guy's contract isn't running out. How are basics escaping people like Mr. Post Office so badly? Right, Mapping's going in again, use a timeout, just being an idiot. Yes, good player indeed. I like him, Martin. I really do. Lots of people I think will be after him. Where are we? God. No, I just wish you would. I'm not even going to entertain it anymore. That was my point. The whole point wasn't about how can two teams meet in the middle. The whole point was if this club doesn't want to sell and has no need to sell because of money, they are going to whack a massive fee in the hope that it puts everyone off. I don't know why this is so difficult. I didn't watch Salzburg last night. No. Believe it or not, in between football, I do have a wife and I need to spend some time there as well. Let's get the Reverend over the line. Oh, my gosh. Honestly, it's like pulling teeth, Jose. I have tried for a week to get this last 50 subs over the line, and I just can't in any way, shape, or form. But, hey, today we've had 2 new subscribers across 2 shows. So, tough work. Sam, I can ask, do you feel Levy has less control since the non-exec was appointed? I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. Maybe not. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like he has. But one of these things, I don't think we're ever really going to know unless anyone's inside the club. Sarah, if your Spurs had to sign one, who would you take? Seems to be Eze or Simons. Listen, I like Eze. We talk about this guy every day. I haven't seen any concrete links that Tottenham are actually trying to sign him. I really haven't seen any concrete links that we're trying to sign him. Just lots of talk, but we'll see. Yeah, if he does it one more time, I'll just block him for good. Don't worry. We'll see. Lang seems to still... Well, he is, yeah, because at the moment, Paratici can't sign, can he? Paratici can't start working for Tottenham just yet. Levy is always slow in the windows. He waits to strike a bargain every year. Well, listen, this year he's going to have to move differently, isn't he? Champions League football. I read yesterday that we had to sign Tell as he had played a certain amount of games. It went from an option. See, now this is what I'm hearing as well, that there was a difference in... Some people are saying it was an option. Some people are saying that he hit a benchmark to be an obligation. Listen, I think both of those things could happen. I think Kyle Walker-Peters will be coming in through the door. He's club trained, homegrown, free transfer, and can cover right or left back. I think they will do that. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it just says silly things, that guy, all the time. Big up to Leo out there in Denver, in West Denver, a sunny West Denver. Hope you're well, my man. Hope everything is good with you and the wife and the kids, etc. Big up to you, Leo. It's the one player I'd sign that Spurs have been linked to. I mean, listen, obviously I'd love Mbeumo. I don't think it's going to happen. I'd love Eze. I'd like Kudus. I'd like Semenyo. I'd take any of them. I'm at the stage where I'd take any of them. No, we're not linked to Gyökeres because I don't think we'd get him in any way, shape, or form. He's got bigger clubs going after him. If he's got the likes of Arsenal, Man United going after him, he's not joining Tottenham Hotspur. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way of the food chain. Let's see. Somebody sent me breaking news. Thank you, by the way. We are now only 2 subscribers away from 18,600. Really don't want kudos, or we're going to have to disagree. I'll take him all day long. I think he'll excite the crowd. He'll get us off our seat. Sava, let's talk Tottenham. Question. Tottenham signed enough free players. Who are they for you? I'd like Paulinho. I'd like Eze. Sounds basic. And I'd like Semenyo. There you go. I'd take those 3. I'd really revolutionise that attack and have a midfielder like Paulinho in there. Guys, there's no... John, come on. There's no need for this. Listen, Paul hasn't done anything wrong. I've actually been watching a lot of Paul's content lately, and I like a lot of his work lately. He said some good things about Frank. I've agreed with a lot of what he said lately, so we don't need to do this. Come on, let's not try and stir between content creators. I've got no problem with the hippie. I'm sure he's got no problem with me at the moment. Let's see. He's nothing like Ndombele. No, I don't like it when people do this. I don't like this. You've got to have a few mavericks, man. Big up to Gary Morton Barley, who said, do you think Frank will get a tune out of Solanke? Yeah, I think he'll definitely get more goals than last season. How many remains to be seen? I'm not sure how good he is Mike. That's the problem I've got with him, Gary. I'm not sure how good he is. Is his benchmark... Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Out. Is his ceiling 19 goals a season that we saw for Bournemouth? Could he get 25? I don't know. I just, from what I've seen, there's nothing about him where I go, yeah, top striker. What do you think of him, Gary? Would you keep him? Thank you very much for the super chat. Very generous. Really generous of you. Big up my man, Nige. So big up Sav in the chat. Come on, let's smash these likes and sub to the channel. Sav works bloody hard and is one of the good guys. I do try my best. We're only 2 subscribers away now, as I said. So thank you very much. Foxy, my man Foxy, said the media seem obsessed for us to sell Isak, even putting prices that are way below his value. If Liverpool want Isak, smash the transfer record. I completely agree with you. Sorry, got to stay hydrated. It is hot. Completely agree with you on that one. Paratici's ban ends on the 29th of June. So 29th of June. So that means that he could start working on the 30th, on the 30th, which is the Monday, or yeah, probably the 1st of July, which is the Tuesday. So yeah, that's the dates when he'll be starting. Daniel Harris said, is it just me that doesn't think the sun shines out of Paratici's arse? He signed some shocking players like Chiellini. Look, I agree. Listen, I like Paratici to a degree. I don't put him in the same bracket as a Monchi. You know, people like a Berta. I don't put him in that bracket, but we'll see. We'll see. Where are we? Is Angus in here? Have I seen my man Angus? There he is. Hello, Angus. How you doing? Arsenal. When are you going to sign someone? Capone, 79. It's a big up Sava. Spurs, the 8th richest club. Levy saying he wants to win the league. Why doesn't he spend big? Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal spend big. Do they have more money than Spurs? I think it's a layered question. First of all, we could go and spend big, but it's about cash flow as well as what you can spend, right? Second of all, you've got to look at what caliber of player are going to come to us compared to Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal. I keep saying that. People keep not believing me, but there are going to be players that we go in for that won't want to come to Tottenham. They don't want to join clubs that don't win things every season. They don't want to join clubs that don't compete at the top 4 every year. We'll see. We'll see. No Nonsense said that. And Gyökeres is 27, so he's looking for a big club in his prime before retiring. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, listen, have we ever thought that maybe, and I'm not saying this is true, maybe Thomas Frank doesn't want Eze? Maybe Eze isn't available. Maybe Eze's going somewhere else. We'll see. We'll see. How many years do you think it will take for us to get to the same level as Man City, Liverpool? We might never. We might never. It's a big ask to get to those levels, isn't it? It's a big ask. We might never. Let's see. Derek Hutchison said, we are only going to get bargain basement signings that nobody else wants. I hope not. I hope not. I really hope not. Just Harvey, every day you come in here and cry about this. Everybody in the chat, stop calling Harvey names. Stop calling anyone names. It's football. It's football. Aren't going to get any of those good players that we mentioned. We would be naive to believe it. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We all know deep down the chances are slim, but let's see what happens. I think Kudus will be a Spursy sign, if I'm honest. Good player, once again, missing the level if we really need. But listen, again, what players at the higher level want to come to Spurs? I don't think we ask ourselves that. I honestly don't think we ask ourselves that enough. I think we need to slowly but surely build up to that level. I really do. You know, you think when we bought in Son, he wasn't at that level. When we bought in Dembele, he wasn't at that level. We bought them, got them to that level, and then we should have kicked on. All of these Maverick players being described as having attitude problems and lazy just goes to show the Maverick player has been coached out of the game. Absolutely, Bill. Bill, bang on. Any player who's skillful and more creative than they are hardworking, oh, they're lazy. Oh, bad attitude. Give me the creativity all day, every day, Bill. Give me that all day in my veins. All day. Love it. Kate, I agree. I would sell both. I can't see him selling Solanke. Richie could well be going. We'll see. Something's got to happen soon. Something's got to happen soon. So that I'd sell Solanke 50 minutes. Yeah, listen, I can't imagine they're going to sell Solanke and Richie in one window. Can't imagine both. And he mentioned Solanke yesterday in his video. So I think Solanke's going to be his guy. I still think they need to get in another striker, somebody with a different kind of skill set to Solanke, more of a natural goal scorer. I want us to get Yildiz, good player, Yildiz. By the way, guys and girls, we are one sub away from 18,600, just the one. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, there is the link. Go over there, smash that button. Thank you very much. Has Paratici been confirmed? No, he's not been confirmed. No, but I mean, he is at every Tottenham event. Like, it feels like he's always there. I agree. Our fans make me laugh. Oh, I wouldn't want Semenyo. Oh, I wouldn't want Kudos. Oh, I wouldn't want this. I wouldn't want Grealish. I want one of these skillful technical players. Yes, I really do. Hey, that's me. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think we'd have to try and player plus cash or, try and negotiate that down. But, course, Kate, course. People are seeing us finishing 8th, 5th, 17th. It's hardly a club they're looking at and going, wow, they mean business. Let me join there above Arsenal or Liverpool or City. Said this for years, but people keep telling me bottom half is fine as long as you pick up a cup. They don't switch on to it. Big up to Paul French, very generous indeed. Said, love you. Oh, love you too. Oh, love you, Sean and Johnny H2. Lots of cents shared and 100% honesty. Is there money to buy Semenyo, Eze and Paulinho or Simmons with others at the end? Heard there was a much bigger war chest than said. I've heard that there's a big war chest. That's why I do think we will make some good moves in this window, Paul. I do. I genuinely do think that. But we're all going to be really impatient until that happens, aren't we? And I think the problem is because they announced Matisse Tell early doors, it kind of made everyone go, oh. But now we draw a line under that. That's the old guard. Now What's going on in the transfer window? When are Spurs going to strike? For me, I think you will see a Semenyo. I think we will see that, or a Simmons, for example. But we need a lot of players. And by the way, on the Sean and Johnny and myself, look out for a brand new channel. We're putting together a Super Spurs channel. Myself, Johnny, Sean, Stel, and Lubo are all creating a channel where we're going to have panel shows with the 5 of us twice a week, uploads from matches and stuff. So watch out for that. We're coming big. We're going big. Big up to you, Paul. That is very, very generous of you indeed. Big up to Faz. You're going to be nicer this year. You're going to be nicer this year, Faz. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Absolutely not. Are you going to be a mod? Absolutely not. Yeah, I like Lachumi. I like him. I'd take him all day long. Good centre back. There are good players all over Europe, people. Really good players. Full agreement reached. Here we go. Florian Plettenberg. Full agreement reached between Bayer Leverkusen and Jarell Quansah. There you go. Looks like Jarell Quansah is going to get a move out to the Bundesliga. Big up to every single one of you. When it comes to Mbeumo and Semenyo, we have to go all out and try and sign Mbeumo. Yeah, but I think the problem is I don't think it's us going all out for Mbeumo. He's a Man U fan and wants Man United according to everybody. So I don't blame the club if that one doesn't happen. If they do get that over the line, superb work. Savra, if you think no high-level players in their prime would want to come Spurs, then why do you slate Johnson, Kulu, Son, Romero and all? No, I don't. Mappin, you're doing it again. Doing it again. I don't slate them. Listen to what I say about them. Sometimes you have to go out and get the player before they're at the top level. Look what we did with Bale. Look what we did with Modric. Look what we did with Berbatov, Dele Alli, Dembele, Toby Alderweireld, Carl Walker, Danny Rose. Listen, two of these, man. Two of these. I'll take any of them. Any of them. Big up to my man, Phil Coys. How we doing, bro? How you doing? Hope you're well. Let me know when you come into the barbecue. You've got my number. Message me. He's probably been at the Beyonce concerts, which apparently have just got Spurs £45 million. Sava, do I rate Rodgers? Are we talking about Morgan Rodgers of Villa? If that's the case, then yes, I think he's an excellent footballer. And I think he's just going to get better and better and better. Where are we? Yeah, Boris, but this isn't Football Manager. It's not Football Manager where we just decide, right, we want this player, you've got to take that player. Doesn't quite work like that. Doesn't quite work. Yeah, Jarell Quansah, Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, but the difference is Pep will also turn him into a winner. Pep will also get him a lot of trophies, won't he? Big up to Tony Rodriguez. How you doing, bro? Hope you are well. Terry Wright saying Simons would be a proper statement sign, in Terry. You probably don't speak like that, but I like to think you do. Is there a Spurs war chest? We hear this every season. Yeah, let's call Indiana Jones. Yeah, Sean. I didn't mix my words. Sean, Stel, Sava, Lubo, Johnny, all under one banner. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for it. It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be one of those channels, unfiltered. People will say what they like. No niceness. If you want nice fluff, you ain't getting it. You're going to get hard hitting and you're going to get different opinions. Think of how different I am to Stel, to Sean, to Lubo, to Johnny. Think about it. It's going to be amazing. Going to be amazing. Wayne, you're welcome to the barbecue. Absolutely welcome to the barbecue. Message me. WhatsApp me. The 19th of July. The 19th of July. Smash the button, people. Smash the like button, everyone. We are nearly at 250 likes. Smash that button. And we were at 18,600 and some smart ass unsubscribed. So we're now at 18,599. Never mind. Berbatov, Modric, Ericsson, Bale, etc. They're all signed because other clubs have various doubts about them. We striked early. Just the way Spurs have to act. Go and do it again. Go and do it again. Savage Barbecue, £10 entry. No, fully free. It's free. I'm opening up my house to my fellow YouTubers. And they get to meet Stanley and Stewie. Where are we? So listen, I'm going to leave it there. But listen, we'll do another one of these in the next couple of days when some transfer news has built up. I'm going to be back at 10 to 8 for Inter Miami versus Porto. Join me then. Much love to each and every one of you. We're ending on 18,599, and that's one person who hasn't subscribed does. Guys, it's going to be great. Guys, girls, take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.